the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusafo mema ahwefo akwaba eba Nsem-Pii dwumadie so. Na enrada ye nyina ye ni twa ensem a ifi eye NPP headquarters eba ye say eye the national chairman Stephen Agyei Ntim. Abusafo atworo krata tententen yakoma NPP national executive say ebe ya opanyin no entwene ho enfri all party activities for America crazy because of the health conditions BNT. Na enne Honorable Kwabena Agyei Agyapong, a former general secretary of the New Patriotic Party, and at the same time, former presidential aspirant. Nana Osanso a senior advisor to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia during 2024 elections. Na odi Nsem-Pii ababeto aponoso ne odi secret ni nyina aba eponoso ewa brekwa wo kyeremu die ntia ama Stephen Agyei Ntim national chairman etimi atwen ho afri all party activities mu for a while no. Na okasa no an say party ni mu noemmofra bi abebo awuram na de oka no nyina efa twin supporters kwa on person modi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia efa so na o say say party no tradition say a good party no ehofi because o hwe emna titititi no o hwe odo a o fa so ene ahofama a o mode etichiri NPP party na o say enye no nanei o mo ehunu no. Na in fact ene Honorable Kwabena Agyei Agyapong aka nsem papa emiehu na osan so the secret ato apon so a wo say ne party no ebeko meeting na meeting no enima obebo aboboso no e meeting ase no odi bi agu apon so yenye bre ni nti ensem a Honorable Kwabena Agyei Agyapong ekan with regards to Stephen Agyei Ntim ne kwan a wafa so atwen wo free party no kakra bi any the reason behind that yenti ne nsem a okan.
Stephen Ntim will be a man no Agyei or party no will be first vice chairman that me make a crack. About 3 months ago, he was in good condition. But it appears something Agyapong but as the highest officer of the party, I was expecting by now maybe at the steering committee level and I would have had some medical report about his condition. And no, actually, no party. I'm a report. I think that it would have been better for the party, NPP, in the NSK report, but rather than a free family basa. And I'm very uncomfortable discussing some of these details, especially Agyapong, and then with the leadership issues that should be dealt in the boardroom of the party. But whatever happened, the party no yawamra, and the yamra no very clear and very simple. If it gets to a point now, the chairman of the party unikrumha, and now say or medically incapable of carrying out the functions because maybe this is a very clear cut line. Until a party, your chairman, your first vice, your second vice, your third vice, all because you need to say a better possible say almost 9 at the same time, and that's only at the same time. See what the hula baloo is about. I would have thought that by now steering committee would have met and had a discussion because I'm trying to call National Council via National Executive. Steering committee this year. Until no more discuss issues, near prepare agenda. I did National Executive Committee. So far I haven't heard Sibia Bisa Hakoso. There's a man pay at 10 o'clock we've been summoned say Yemra to National Executive Committee. Mean to me enter and agenda because meaning Obian communicated the full agenda to me. But we have been invited as such. Mesre party for no Kasano Yados. Umemo any party the Edimia dog Kasapa any day any edited.
Yes, and son of Bahono. Mammy, son letter ye free a chairman 17 Hobayano. He caused them to write the letter. And now, sir, a Yabusiana situation into a match of the
Well, it will be difficult for me to because Chairman Ntim is the highest officer of the party, one chairman of the party. And a party so steering committee day to day no, only extra party so through the general secretary of the party. And it's our question really. I do believe that perhaps it's the general secretary who will be in the best position to answer. So. Na se bi kwa se bi ana make am say won kan kire kwa na say yen nipa yare na ti hu se bi o yare na ekohwe no ni hu se bi na pomudin enya if you say yen as a party as the first point of call will be to the party so na that party na no it is unia hodin na se BBC na hawa the first point of call is obebo party no amane na party no be share the steering committee na omoti asemo akati be there's a medical report be an ahwe na take decisions in view of what we have seen irrespective what the constitution says na first vice chairman no will then assume the mantle and act as chairman of the party so set time or be recover because he already timiba na within so you can recover and come back because the mandate ends so I think in a year's time, 2026. And I cannot add my voice to all sorts of rumors and I'm around. So I may can say, let's see who's a party a party a party assume on my papa a party in traditional abuame can be the democracy that we are enjoying is largely through the exploits and the dedication and the sacrifice of this political tradition. Sinene, you walk in man and be a mem. And Timidity said, a set fata. Says away a party pengo, now oba upon tia. Can be a so can be a Bema party no Ivan to present a more polished image of the party. And to your best party for a chitafu and peninful. When we show Macasai, and your men in a tutu abonting.
Papa, Mehunu social media activities be Munkrofo be Bakon Chama Bronye. Minim se wahun de wabie wonu social media channel. Oye. Mehunu wankasa wafa se aboa papon. Wonu so de wo ye gidigidi. Chese aye personal. We di take we nu ade enti empani ni ho muni mra ambetimi abra saade yi
ye wo mra and apart from that one so winning responsibility as a senior officer of the party omo abomudin na omo ye officers of this party enti mo kwa na ese mo share to the implementation of emra enforcement rather of any provisions of our party's constitution. Now, a certain development may battle a party more than a hygiene. And penning for as a party name almost and no more buying and no money, a besaying in I am crying, may I name a panel. Woman, obviously, Nsem-Pii no matter na and Tokwa. Dede, Casa and Fata, any DS, Yadima, your farmer, and no. And my party for a how a buama bem a show makuma. The party is looking for a leadership. A bet kind boom, like a glue to weld the top of the party together. Because they say in unity we strive. So and kabum here as a political party. In a fair party no. You have to all two party. Oh yeah, Diane Ton San Wafre Nipan Nasi and no Yamishia. So the political party should have commonality of ideas and minds. You better respect yourselves. You do any deal and not the better in Chilman be free. And they are bear for near my benti and this encountered to know. Who could you not be now cast someone? And so who's will be crafona or betting me a recording or record it or no betting any. The social media output, not the Babon 20 the work as a bidum. Now, so So we are officer of the party. You are under the provisions of the Constitution. Constitution is required as yes. And you said, "We will be crying. You know what you may be so. You need to send a council, and I necessarily say, no be bad on thing, no be good party, no fee. And you're very bad. And I think that it is something that we will discuss today and take some really hard decisions. But you know, as a discipline room, we've got to enforce order and discipline and respect for the party. Party, no, so associate any of us and penny back up. Then so party, no, the ebetna. Your ma, your nana, no, you baby, for party, no, and they are so or mine Ghana. And so I am for protecting the sanctity of the New Patriotic Party. Timi who say obi e peja na no na o kasa di tia party no e kasa say be emfa edom especially after an election yin na who dey see ye party for the ebufuo and call out and go to aba amayen enti ene yewo opposition. This is the time to learn, to have sober reflection. If here nyansa nye etutrasem, here abotre, here any people who have shown in their life Oma dedicated to the struggle of this party. Kwame, nye party no. And then Kaduna min kebiaba and I fancy and Kwaya Juno Biaden and Sa Ewe Nam Agyei. And so this party was formed at a time of extreme difficulty in this country when we were in the military rule. It took some of us at the risk of our professional development, at the risk of our life. It was life-threatening in those days, in the early 90s, to be associated with our political tradition. You come meeting Kwanisi, and Kolana Bano. The last statistic I checked, we said electric here, over 50, 9%. The majority of the electric, they did not experience the difficulties of the 40 years the military dictatorship. I think that they are taking our democracy for granted. It will be a sorry. People should respect themselves. They should hold the party in high esteem because party party also saying NPP. Into your best kasana. Nipa pese ye fa party ni boy about study one more dia. Na idea. Yenye niema ebema sebi ekitafo one more mbuofu one machi omo nyina ebeba party no de edo eni die ebama he ho. Na no na ebema Ghana for who say NPP for makom that them we should go back to our roots. What worked well for this political tradition. Na yenyai ene sube bia ba no kase. So I know, that's a one can say, and no, it makes you a good politician. That cannot be correct, Kwame. Into a idea, happen across the political divide. Into any papa, those who can serve this country properly. Bet me a tree and watch a year, Jumapa. Who should politics? Politics will be populated by misfits, people of no character, people of no ethics. People of no principle. Party politics, no governance. You should have a profession like some of us do have. And sana, a man associate the sum of mine Ghana. What do the other boy? I shall make sure that on mine a ye. Into a year, a man no send me a a man do say na Yakudin Kugu instead of us exercising extreme restraint. Na yakwetri I me too way at the National Council said after Professor Okwe report no by. For me that was the most important thing. The party should have called a few stakeholders, the steering committee, those of us who have run the party before as former general secretaries, in conclave, because many people were confidential. Now, extracted from the report, and Nema here say a beya, a bedi, a party, no busy compasso, a binger, a hoarding, a pushy party towards 2026. But what did we see? So as if it's business as usual. Oh, young Tonkoso, who can be any pen be empathy a bit. Yenye enema ebeboa party no nyina. Enema ebema party no are strong, not for any particular individual. That is very important as a political tradition. Enti, I want to be an advocate. Me pese party for mesremo. Yenye ye party no ho. Yenye oman Ghana no ho. Yenye ye this inflammatory language. Kasa ya. Kasa edin papaimu. Kasa edin tokwa. Yeme no ente insietri. Na abato de agyei kebuma menkebi. Na ensi who say the real focus and purpose of governance is the welfare of the ordinary man. Ghana for ye di especially woman need be woman who agyei to ni satima no na you feel say politics ni ye be fania be dia de ni abeshem krofo so ni abe pesika ni ye dia kyerem krofo a ye no nti na ye politics nti ye bese empanimfo a edi ekuyenim edi ye ho boa for real estate increase kunom J.A. Addisonum, Apia Minkanum, Amobedi Akun, A.K. Deku, Jamfi Bikai, and Pennyfu a two yard dying a Dubuatini, J. Kufodetia. People who sacrifice their lives.
Which are Agyei Boateng.
Yes, Agyei Boateng. So, the new crop of people I see now, the only every party and a parties here as the Young Executive Forum, Yene, Kujuban Reduma, Kosio Soji, Kandapa, Cecilia Dapa, Gladys Asma, Courage Kwasika, Nomia Disiano. But so maybe I need to seek a free bottom. Menami Abrante was 29 years, contributing money at the end of every month from a small salary as a young engineer with the Ghana Highway Authority. At the NSC, why have we come this far? What is going on? And I think that today's meeting, I pray and hope that calm should prevail. You hear cool heads. You know, ahead there, nipa bako in the BPS3, I'll be crying franca. You need nipa call. We finish one electoral cycle. I think the year best started another electoral cycle. I didn't know jumpa. Nyantia, ahead there, any pan a better back. Party for no is such and say, look, your delegate system they are unhappy with. And Professor Okwe's report, although me from an here, most of us haven't seen it, and I don't even understand why that senior members of this party have not been given the opportunity to review this report. Nankebia, and near my papa, a woman, you beat him the aye, and the actually party, you intimate fanye. Na adane social media okoso and tokwa ekoso me support us see we obentin we to money we sani ese party sani ye no kama meto sana ye start here in 1991 kama meto ne sana tie ye ba yeso no ya mesimu adan ya mejinsa ase ye ba de ye tu ye wote e de be ye adwuma e de boa ekunu mekunu e be ye hwam and so that generations unborn can benefit from the values and the principles and the virtues that really founded this great political tradition, which has survived the over 67 years of Ghana's independence. It's really a tragedy that I see certain characters now at the forefront of our party, embarrassing our party, kicking somewhere anymore emphata. Not impending for themselves almost original Manaso, if you want for the NNC form, and here my partners will be a I will speak up, and I want today's meeting, I pray, say, ene, Ubia and Kaise, or Sunu Nayasum, or Sunu Sum, Essusi Ubia. He said, the Adubo Hembaya, or co. Sana President Kufo Baye, or co. President Akufo Aba, or co. Sana Tie. Party is the vehicle that we use to transform our society into transformation of Ghana. And on every again, and near my baye, Bema Ghana, Kabere, Ghana Baye, a Krokesi, you see a politicians. And Kobasa, a bad politics, ye fool, and now you bring a free, and now the enemy a bush of moving into the area. That is not the essence of politics. And I want to encourage all right thinking, public spirited individuals who are NPP people, and in fact for Ghanaians for that matter. Let's rise up together Let's have a critical mass of right-thinking people dedicated, almost to buy character matters in politics. To buy here, the character of people, the type of leadership that we have. Because all the wars that we've seen around the world, sometimes it's a word or two spoken out of 10. And no, they ato a crumby brave war maimo. Into yes, sir. Me could be any party for pending for party for a cheetah for no. Politics is not about individuals. Yen sum a tradition, yen sum a party, that the party no be pija no be an. Ni na di ahokeka atanity. Na se say there. Look at the party no. Ye sum nipa ba ku mienu. Eni ya masika kra so abedi eni. Obi enya sika. You don't even know the source of the money. And they are spraying it around and then collage etuni ADHD. Is this a country that we want to build? Are we going to worship money in this country and materialism? That for me is not it. And I'm going to fight that. And if I become the lone word person standing up, I will do so till the day I have my last breath. Kwame, I'm very passionate this morning because some of us, we put our whole life, our professional development, and everything on the line to sacrifice and work hard for this political tradition. And I'm not going to be alive and sit there and allow a few people and almost come and disrupt our party and destroy our tradition. We will not do that. We will fight them. And today, I want to meet some of them in our council, in our national executive. Nice to party no
Now, Mamintie, sa top bottom approach in selecting flag bearer no. Me won say what can want some, but I say unity. Say enipa bi kwa kohia enipa bi nu anadwo. Say semoko national council meeting. Mumfa sa agenda no emra na at least 12 chairman of the party no kra no in raise that point no. Ankomo what be?
Kwame. Na tese Ghana Hanan saying the friend of misrepresentation, any propaganda, and papa. You call National Council on the 17th of April. I'm sorry, and making me proposal. And what my submitted proposal to the constitutional review. Make a name no because people in Nipebi Manoa Kusi baby and no. Me feel so no can one agenda home said Daniel and no masumu. As a man, kind say. Idea a party for the choir party and penny for a 12-hour party. Delegate system is broken. The do no 100% ki benya. All card-bearing members of this party should be voted. And so who called the IT department? They say card-bearing members almost no. They are far less than 200,000. I think it's about 137 or 187,000. I don't know which figure is right. But even across the world, all the big political parties, Republican Party, Conservative Party, card-bearing members there, they are not almost those who can see. Because politics, voters there is a voter. And they all sympathizers, because of the tradition, because they want to. And you will be our activists, only our party near or party Jumaye. And so you will be our card holder. If you call an activist, there's no card holder. Because the last presidential primacy, I think 216 or 17,000 voted.